Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Student, a very good morning to all of you. Today we are going to start chapter 3. Chapter name is Machine. It is our common experience that it is easier to open a nut by use of a wrench than to open it by hand. It is difficult to pull up a bucket of water directly from a well, but it becomes much easier to pull it up with the use of pulley. It is difficult to shift a heavy block by pushing it, but it becomes easier to shift it by using a crowbar. We can find many such examples in our daily life where the use of machine such as wrench, pulley, crowbar, etc. makes the job easier. So machine makes our job easier. Machine is a device. What is machine? Machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force. Machine is a device by which we can either overcome a large resistive force that is called load at some point by applying a small force. A large resistive force is overcome by applying a small force that is called effort at a convenient point and in a desired directions. We can move that machine, can use that machine in our desired direction to obtain a gain in speed or to save a time. So this is a device to overcome a large resistive force by applying a small force that is called effort to move in our desired direction to obtain a gain in speed or save our time. This is called a machine. Okay, you can see the definition of machine in your book, Selena book, page number 49. Okay, now here are some. So why let us discuss about the function and uses of machine or the importance of machine. What are the importance of machines? Let us discuss. Here some points. Some points are there, which is the functions and uses of machine. These are the functions and uses of machine or importance of machines. Number one, in lifting a heavy load by applying a less effort. This is the most important. Number one point is the most important point, that a machine can be used in lifting a heavy load by applying a less effort. Okay, a heavy load can be lifted by applying a small effort. This is the most important function or use of machine. And the next one is for obtaining a gain in speed. The second most important is this one, for obtaining a gain in speed or to save our time. Lifting a heavy load by applying a small or less effort, or to save our time, or to do the work faster or speed up our work. That is the main function of the machine. Okay. Number 3 is the changing the point of application effort to the convenience point. Number 4, in changing to the direction of the effort to a convenience directions. Okay. Here number 3 is the changing the point of application effort of the convenience point. For example, this is a object. We can lift this object in upward direction, but when you use a force against the gravity, it requires more force because you are doing a work against the gravity. So we can change the direction of the force by how? When we are drawing a water from a well, then we are applying a force in upward direction. But when we use pulley, then what happen? Pulley will lift. Pulley, the rope, the bucket is in that direction. Load, that is the load, and a rope is in that direction. So we will applying a force towards the gravity. So this is the second point, the changing the point of application of effort to convenience point. We will discuss these 3 points in next video. Okay, just here the 2 points are most important point. Number 1, lifting a heavy load by applying a less effort. Okay, heavy load can be lifted by applying a less effort. And number 2, obtaining a gain in speed or saving time. We will do our work faster to or save our time with the help of machine. Okay, so these are the uses and functions of or importance of machine. Here next topic is, what is ideal machine? An ideal machine is a machine whose parts are weightless and frictionless. Parts are weightless or frictionless, so that which there is no dissipation of energy in any manner. Dissipation means no loss of energy in any manner. Its efficiency is 100%. That is, work output is equal to the work input. It means that here an ideal machine is a machine whose parts are weightless. For example, this is a machine. Okay, so it has no weight, weightless. The parts are weightless. For example, look at this. This is a machine. For example, this is a machine. So it has this part. This one is a part. This is another part. So here this machine. Here this one refill is another part. So 1, 2, 3 parts. Okay, this machine has 3 parts. So this definition of ideal machine says that the parts are weightless and frictionless. Friction means when the machines runs, then they are rubbed together. That is, this is called the friction, by which when they are comes in contact the moving part, so they produce frictions. Okay, so weightless and frictionless, which is impossible. Practically it is impossible. Okay, ideal machine practically is impossible. Now second part is no why a weightless and frictionless? Because no dissipation of energy. If the parts are weightless and frictionless, then there is no loss of energy. We know that when two objects rub each other, then there is a friction and there is some loss of energy. So ideal machine do not lose energy. Okay, and the next point, the last point is efficiency is 100%. Efficiency at 100% means the work output is equal to the work input. Okay, work output is equal to the work input. So this is the definition of ideal machine. I am telling you, practically this ideal machine is not exist. Okay, but this is the definition of ideal machine. Okay, now let us discuss some technical terms related to machine. Number 1 is load. Okay, load and effort. Number 1, number 2, load and effort. 3, mechanical advantage. Okay, in this video we will cover this one only. Now, load, the resistive or opposing force. The resistive or opposing force to be overcome by a machine is called a load. Effort, the force applied on the machine to overcome the load is called effort. Look, load is a opposing force, is a force. Effort is a force applied. So these two are force. Okay, for example, look at this. this is a rod or a scale. So if I put a weight, an object, the object has mass, so they are applying this rod, or this is this the mass. It has weight, it has mass also. The load, if it has weight, then weight is a force, equivalent to force. Then the force is applied in downward directions. Okay, so the resistive or opposing force to overcome by the machine. So this one is a load, but to overcome this one, the force applied on the machine to overcome the load. So to overcome this load, we will apply another force in this direction, that is called effort. Okay, so load and effort both are the force. One is opposing force, another is force applied to overcome the load. Okay, now here, what is mechanical advantage? All machine has its own mechanical advantage. Now the ratio of load to the effort is called the mechanical advantage. The ratio of load to the effort is called mechanical advantage. Means MA equal to load by effort, L by E. MA equal to L by E. Okay, mechanical advantage means the ratio of load and effort. This is a general mechanical advantage of any machine, but different machine has its own mechanical advantage. We will discuss in next video. Okay, now since mechanical advantage is the ratio of two similar quantity, that is the force, load is a force, effort is a force. If I write force here, force, unit of force is Newton, then Newton will cut, so it has no unit. Mechanical advantage has no unit. Why? Because this is the ratio of two similar quantity. Load is a force. If I write 5 Newton force, 5 Newton load, and here 10 Newton loads, then Newton will cancel, and 5 by 10, 1 by 2, which means 0.5 MA. Okay, so what is the unit of mechanical advantage? Mechanical advantage has no unit. Why? Because mechanical advantage is the ratio of two similar quantity, and that quantity are force. Okay, hope you understand. Fourth point is velocity ratio.